I'm coding an A-frame cottage in pure HTML and CSS. I generated this reference with AI and I called her Aura. Here's my progress so far. All the individual components are ready to— Oh, no. They've fallen to the ground. Well, they're no use to me there. Time to put them up on the actual house. But first, I will need to style the scene, which I've determined from the reference image to be square, which is an easy shape to work with for this first build. The design suggests that the whole scene is 840 by 840. But this proves problematic since it doesn't actually fit in my preview, so I have to scale it to 0.4 for the purposes of this video. And apply a hidden overflow on the body. Keep the magic going. Now, the house will actually be as tall as the scene, but not as wide, clocking in at a 765 pixel width. However, without any markup, nothing is displayed in the scene, so I'll need to start putting down a preliminary structure, starting with the foundation. I will also require a mounting element, which will constrain the stair component inside it. I realized I will need these mounting elements for a lot of the components, which will only increase my markup. But for the next house, I already have a better idea. Follow to see it eventually. Lastly, I just dropped the actual stairs in there, but this doesn't look too good without proper handling in CSS. They do scale somewhat and fill the space they're in, but they need to be constrained, so I size my foundation with the correct dimensions, calculated with the rule of threes, color it, and center it. Then do the same with the stair mount element, and now my foundation is still at the top of the scene? That has to be fixed in HTML first. Because of the intricacies of the design, I actually need 4 elements to start planning my frame. What I found is called the outer cladding, the A-frame itself, the roof core, and the actual face. Since it's front-facing and it's 2D, I can get away with calling it face. The cladding element's width should be inherited from the house, and its height should be the full 100% minus the height of the foundation. And this will actually push the foundation down on the ground where they can typically be found. It needs to have the dark tint according to the design. Finally, center this big structure since it has shifted to the left because it is of course narrower than the scene, and that's a scene. The build has finally started. Now if you want to see how I get from this to this, don't forget to like and follow to enjoy these cottages.